Right now it's starting its mapping, and I'm sitting on the stairwell because I'm super worried about it falling because of that warning that was in the instruction manual about placing things in barriers in front of stairwells so it doesn't fall. And that was really disappointing because I've had stairwell, like my iRobot, which was about 5 or 6 years old, knew to avoid the stairwell, but here we are. So I'm super nervous. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. Where'd it go? It's not a very big space. All of my floors are tiles. Literally, tiles in my den and tiles in my kitchen. So usually my iRobot would get stuck under that table though, and it just kind of smoothly went under there. So that was interesting. I'm kind of liking that. Well, there it goes, mapping. So far, so good. So here we go. She's gonna start vacuuming and mopping. I chose the 2-in-1 setting. The good news, everyone, is it did not fall down my stairwell. I was like sweating every time it went near it, but it actually worked better than the iRobot as far as knowing that it was a ledge. It didn't go as far over the ledge. It did go over at a pinch. Made me a little nervous, but it backed right up. Little red lights went. It's like it was telling itself, can't go. So now I don't have to stress about having to put something in front of the stairwell and fearing that it's going to fall down while I'm not home. So that's the good news, everyone. So far, so good. She's starting up now, so I'm going to continue this video when it starts going. It's now filling itself with water, and oh, there it is. Peek, peek. Let's see how she does. This is pretty cool. Here it comes. All right. So my floors aren't super filthy right now. There's a piece of hair there from the dog, but so far so good. Yeah. So right off the bat, I noticed this little mess right here that it left behind. I'm hoping it comes back to clean that up. I guess it's like residual fur and dust that was on the floors. I hadn't cleaned the floors in a day, anticipating this thing coming, but it's pretty dirty still. Get past this. I mean, it's just mopping now, so let it do its thing and see how it goes. But so far, it's doing good. I like how that little foot hangs out as it's cleaning. Look at that. Right up to the edge. Nice. But as you see, the hair is kind of clumping. And that is an issue that I have had with every vacuum. Stick ones, you know, the 2-in-1 mop and the 2-in-1 mops and the stick ones. So it seems to be an ongoing issue in my house, at least, where it wets it and it kind of just slicks the hair to the floor and doesn't really get it. So what I do wish I could figure out is how to make it dry vacuum first and then mop. So I'm sure that setting's on there, but this is my first run with it, so far so good. But it could be better, but again, this is just trial run. We'll see how it's gonna go when I figure out some settings. So the mop portion of it's going at the same time as it's vacuuming. I noticed it definitely missed that. And a little bit of like a mud there that I tracked in earlier. I actually tracked it in on purpose. I don't know if it's going to go back over it or what, but yeah, it's kind of another fleck of. So if it's like sticky to the floor, if it's like already stuck to it, this thing's having a really hard time even getting it. So I like how it goes in. I like how that little foot in the back extends and really cleans, but it's not really cleaning deeply the way I had hoped. A lot of these 2-in-1 vacuums, not even the robots, like the stand-up ones that have a little more power, they have a difficult time with this, but at least I can run over it a few times until it gets it. But with this, I have no way to do that. So my conclusion right now is with the mopping feature is that you are still going to need something to clean deeper. This is a great in-between. But as far as it being a $600 in between, okay, so there it is under my table right now. It's stuck. And my iRobot used to do that too, so I had higher hopes for this to avoid it, but I'm going to have to set up a no vacuum zone. So I'm going to have to hit pause right now to help this thing. It's stuck. So I lifted it out of there, and that was another critical thing I wanted to... I literally just discovered this while I'm lifting it out of there. You're going to be walking across your wet floors to save this thing if it gets stuck. So that stinks. I just made more footprints, and I'm going to have it come out and clean again. But right now I have to go figure out how to do the no zone and how to make it start moving again, because after I lifted it, I'm not sure how to make it start again, so I'm going to have to go into the app. Well, the interesting thing is, after it got stuck, it said the map was calibrating. I think it might have actually, like, learned not to do that again. I don't know. Let's see if it does it on the corner, though. I can see how shiny the floor is where it is cleaning, though. I do like that. But I wish it would have done a better job over here on this little stain. It's a deeper stain. Not a stain, but, you know, like gunk, whatever. So I think it literally just taught itself not to do that again because it recalibrated. So that's really cool. Really cool, because my iRobot, even when I put up a no zone, still sometimes would be off kilter and end up under there anyway and get stuck. So it's doing it. I was kind of mad a couple seconds ago, but now I'm pretty impressed. It's cleaning areas that my iRobot couldn't get. I mean, look at the hand in the corner, comes out, goes right up against the edge, and it's cleaning nicely. The one thing I see is the hair that's still slicked to the floor, kind of just mopped over it and left it there. So I hope that it sucks that up on its next pass. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Yeah. I love how it goes right underneath my coffee table there. So that's my console table. You can't really see it. It's a lucite, neon edge table. And my iRobot could fit under there, but barely. It would sometimes scrap right across the bar, the lower bar there. And this thing just went right up to it. It's cleaning the edges. Like, wow. I like it. So far, I'm really liking how it's cleaning. Especially since I can see, I don't know if you can see it, but where it cleaned there, you can actually see the little snail trail that it left behind. How clean it is in comparison to the floor around it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. It's pretty neat. So it did go back and pick up, I don't know what it just said. So let me go check on the app. It just stopped.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
What?
You can say, okay, Eco, what can you do to know more about voice commands?
Oh, apparently I activated a voice command. It's my bad. I don't even know how I did it, but weird. I named the thing Maid because that was the last name of my last robot. And right now, what I'm experiencing that I wanted to point out, it did clean up the hair in the corner over there that I was complaining about, and it's heading to the other piece now. It smells so good. That ECOVACS solution is now permeating through the air, and it's such a nice, light scent. It's not floral, even though it's called Bluebell. It's just clean. Not necessarily laundry clean, but like almost clean car with a tint of something sweet. It's very nice. So I highly recommend that ECOVACS Wild Bluebell solution. I am a tech freak when it comes to following the rules. This thing states to only use their solution, so that's what I did. Unfortunately, when I purchased the solution, it said it was only for the T30 or T3, whatever. This is the T50 Omni, so they either need to update that or what, but there is no solution that says it's for this particular model yet. I believe this model's too new, but they need to update that, and I'm hoping I'm using the right one because there's no solution that says it's compatible with the T50. ECOVACS really needs to get on that because it's completely ridiculous that they wouldn't have had that updated. And here it comes. Look at that arm come out. Really cool. That back piece right there, really neat. The back mop. So there's two mop pads, but only one of them, the right side of it, well, technically left, but anyway, only one side stretches out. But I think that's really all you need. It's really doing a fabulous job. It did go back. It got the rest of that hair. I want to see if it's going to come back here and get this little sticky thing that's stuck to the floor. And if it does, I'm going to be pretty impressed. I'm going to be pretty happy. And floors are looking good. They're shining. I mean, my floors are always really good. I'm a bit of a neat freak. I'm a bit of a germaphobe. I like things clean and orderly. And this is just going to make my daily tasks go a lot quicker. Yeah, I like it. I am going to come back in a few minutes once it's done and do a real thorough, sum it up. And then I'm going to do another review in a week to let you know, people tend to get a little, excited when they get a new product. I know I do. And after a week or two, we really start to see, I don't like that it does this. I don't like that it does that. So I really want to have a hands-on approach to this as to where you're getting a full review and not just my first impression. But so far, I really like it. I'm going to let it continue vacuuming, and then I'm going to come up to my conclusions, and then in another week, look for another video. So halfway through doing its job, it decided to return to empty the dustbin and clean the mopping pads. Which is cool because I like that if it considers it too dirty on those mopping pads, it's not going to continue to push dirty water around. But that dustbin shouldn't be filled yet, so that's interesting. I don't know. It definitely has a hard time. It went over here, it passed here twice, and I have a pretty good, little stain right here that it could not get up. So it definitely needs assistance sometimes. So here it is drying. As it's doing that, so that's cool. It's cleaning the mopping pads. I just got to point out again, the solution on this thing smells so good. I absolutely love that. I wish they had more scents because I can imagine I'd become nose blind after a certain point. I wanted to walk across the floors. And they're already dry, so it's kind of like a little mopping. It's not really a deep one. That is the biggest disappointment with the machine. So anything sticky on your floors, you're going to have to either get the mop out immediately to clean it up before it gets sticky, or you're going to be having to do it yourself with your hand or another tool. So it's not a deal killer for me because I really like how it cleaned everything is really nice. Everything's shiny. It looks good. But it's not like, oh my god, this is the best thing. No. So, in conclusion, it's a really nice clean. Not a deep clean. It got all the hair up. Like I said, it struggles with anything that's really kind of stuck to the floor. So if there's anything sticky on the floor, that's life. I don't think any vacuum is perfect, but what an upgrade from my iRobot, for sure. The iRobot just vacuumed and didn't really even vacuum that well. So, here it comes again. So that was fast. That was cool. It's heading right back to its area where it stopped, which was over by the doorway. It's heading into the kitchen. And, yeah, it got that little piece there. Good. I just wish it did better with the mopping. And also I wanted to point out those mop pads there. They only give you 2, the ones that are attached to the thing. So I really don't like that. I'm going to go and purchase some more. I feel like it would do a much better job if the mop pads weren't so soft and they had a more bristly, because I have tiles. I know that a lot of people use these on wood floors so they don't want the thicker bristle, but I do, especially for tiles. Especially when you got grout lines. You want to make sure that's all clean. And it does an okay job, but with flaw. Also, it's going to go clean my bedroom over there, my guest bedroom, in the corner. You can't see it, but the cool part is, you see those mop pads? It will lift up into the body, so that way your carpets don't get wet. So that's really cool. I don't have a lot of carpets, but I do have the one throw carpet in there. It's a beautiful, really expensive carpet. So I was worried about it getting wet, but it will not. It will literally lift those mop pads up into the body and then vacuum the carpet without wetting it or dragging anything, wet grossness behind on it. So that is another game changer for those of you who have the if you have a room with carpeting or just a throw rug like I have. So, pretty cool. Right now it's starting its mapping, and I'm sitting on the stairwell because I'm super worried about it falling because of that warning that was in the instruction manual about placing things in barriers in front of stairwells so it doesn't fall. And that was really disappointing because I've had stairwell, like my iRobot, which was about 5 or 6 years old, knew to avoid the stairwell, but here we are. So I'm super nervous. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Where'd it go? It's not a very big space. All of my floors are tiles. Literally, tiles in my den and tiles in my kitchen. So usually my iRobot would get stuck under that table though, and it just kind of smoothly went under there. So that was interesting. I'm kind of liking that. There it goes. Mapping. So far, so good.
power switch to your Wi-Fi.
Okay, Yiko.
Go ahead.
Vacuum and mop the kitchen.
Okay, the area will be vacuumed and mopped now. Start charging. to empty the dustbin and clean the mopping pad.
So they have this really clever little mechanism where you pull this and it automatically locks it. Isn't that great? So no dust gets out.